Hello everybody and welcome to week 2 of the 6th season of the NBBL. This is the team builder segment. Today we are playing against the Dashing Sceptile, who I have played before, I think only once before, in a unrecorded speed draft battle where he absolutely wiped the floor with me. So I am looking for revenge today, actually, even though none of you have quite seen that before. So to look at his team, he has the following. He has Dialga Origin, Zapdos, Deoxys Speed, Hisuian Lilligant, Weavile, Swampert, Skeledirge, Wigglytuff, Weezing, and Weirdeer, with Terra, Hisuian Lilligant, Terra Wigglytuff, and Terra Weirdeer. I don't see a single universe where he brings anything other than just Hisuian Lilligant for his Terra Captain. To go over his typings, he has specifically Terra Fighting, Ghost, and Steel on Lilligant, Fairy, Water, and Steel on Wigglytuff, and Psychic, Water, and Fairy on Weirdeer. Now, that does mean he has quite a few resistances for the first Pokemon that you're seeing on my team, which is SCOVILLAIN. Fire types absolutely wreck the floor with his entire team. He has 2 resistances. He has Skeledirge and Swampert. Swampert, under no universe, wants to switch into a grass type move, and Skeledirge actually, if it doesn't run Blaze, then Unaware means that my Overheat in the Sun is a guaranteed 2-hit KO because my special attack drop will be nullified. This basically means that I'm always going to be claiming a KO on a Pokemon when SCOVILLAIN attacks. Overheat does monstrous damage to Dialga Origins, Zapdos, Wigglytuff, and Weirdeer. It nukes Weezing, it kills everything else. It's just an absolutely monstrous attack, especially if I'm going Terra Fire and I'm under the sun with support from Torkoal. Growth is actually just a move that I can click really at any time under the sun, which ensures that Flamethrower and Giga Drain is really all I need in order to sweep the rest of his team. A Terra Fire, Flamethrower in the sun is still OHKOing most of his Pokemon. And then Giga Drain obviously is there for so Swampert can't just come in with an Assault Vest and just absolutely wall SCOVILLAIN with its fire type attacks. Pretty standard set overall. It's just outspeeding everything that's really possible, and I believe this speed tier specifically is trying to outpace a minimum speed Zapdos or something along those lines. Obviously it outpaces that a little further, but maybe I'm actually trying to outpace a relatively fast speed creep onto Gardevoir outside of the sun, so that SCOVILLAIN can at least do something. It's been a little bit since I made the team, so excuse me. Obviously we have Torkoal for support. Lava Plume is just there so I can burn a lot of his physical attackers. If Hisuian Lilligant isn't going to be or isn't going to be weak to fire, then Lava Plume has a 30% chance to burn it. It has 30% chance to burn Swampert and absolutely everything else as well, and that chip is quite substantial. Rapid Spin is entirely there so that SCOVILLAIN hopefully doesn't have to tank a wide variety of rocks damage. Yawn is there just for status support so that something can't come in and potentially try to set up on Torkoal. And then Stealth Rock is obviously there so that the SCOVILLAIN can OHKO through stuff like Focus Sashes, and it actually helps me chip down Skeledirge especially, so that I can hopefully not have to just click Overheat every single time that SCOVILLAIN comes in, and it can actually perform more on its own without just the overwhelming nuke button. Heat Rock is just so I can have extra turns of Sun. Chlorophyll means I can outspeed absolutely everything on his team. And this is just going to be max defense, so I can hopefully deal with Weavile and Hisuian Lilligant a little better. Figure that's more than enough justification for that. Gardevoir is Choice Scarfed purely because if I can chip down his Skeledirge, what is really taking that Moonblast? A Scarfed Moonblast is going to outpace everything that isn't named Deoxys Speed and nuke something with a Moonblast. It's going to hit Dialga Origin, it's going to hit Zapdos for neutral damage, but it's still going to do 50%, especially after a Terra Fairy. Terra Fairy Moonblast is a good, very, very good sweep button if I can get it set up in the end game there. Other than that, it's really standard Psychic, Trick, Healing Wish. It's all I need. Psychic is there so I can click it on Weavile, or sorry, on Weezing, maybe Hisuian Lilligant if it's like Terra Steel, or I don't really know. I guess there's never actually a reason I should click Moonblast on Hisui and Lilligant, but it's still a move that Psychic, or I still want Psychic so that I can hit the Weezing especially. But Moonblast is the spam button. Trick is so that I can trick something exactly like Skeledirge, Wigglytuff, Swampert, Weezing, a lot of these passive mons that maybe do not want to get locked into a speed boosting item, want to maintain their maybe like their leftovers or something. And then Healing Wish is so that I can hopefully get a lot of my other Pokemon back up and running into the game. It's a pretty standard move that most Gardevoir sets, especially with Choice Scarf, will run. Trace is still an excellent ability. In this setting, it's not the greatest, but it can be used on something like against Skeledirge so that it can't just absolutely sweep me. I can maybe come in with Weezing for the neutralizing gas, and I can get rid of... Actually... I think literally the only reason I had Trace on Gardevoir, which is a good thing that I remembered this, is so Hisui and Lilligant with Chlorophyll can't come in and reverse sweep my entire team. Again, it is Terra Ghost, so Chandelure is here to try and help with Hisui and Lilligant, but if it's Terra Ghost, Terra Blast, Close Combat, Leaf Blade into my entire team, then unfortunately I only really have the Choice Scarf Gardevoir, and I gotta hope that a Moonblast can take it out pretty easily, which Terra Fairy Moonblast at plus, Terra Fairy Moonblast into any like non-resisting Lilligant is almost an Oko. I believe literally it's just a min roll that can do it, that it can survive off of like no bulk. We have Roaring Moon with a Lumberry. This is so that I can attack into Zapdos a couple times and hopefully either not proc static, or if I do, I'm still able to attack afterwards. It's just a typical Dragon Dance set. There's nothing really special about it, so there's not really much of a need to talk too much about it. Photosynthesis is boosting my attack this time. So hopefully it can just do monstrous damage into my enemy's team and chip him down really, really hard. Zamazenta is Body Press, Stone Edge, Howl, and Substitute. I don't need a lot of boosts for my Body Press to do anything into his team, but I do need boosts so that Stone Edge can deal pretty good damage into Zapdos and maybe like a Blaze Skeledirge if he doesn't go unaware, anticipating overheats on Scovillain. And then finally, we do have a Chandelure that is going a little bulkier this week. That is so that Hisui and Lilligant can't just absolutely overwhelm me if it doesn't run Terra Ghost. And then other than that, it's just a pretty typical bulky set with Flame Body so that I can burn some Pokemon, like maybe Weavile. If I switch into it on a triple Axle, I can burn it on one of those 3 hits that it'll land. Calm Mind is so I can boost up and maybe do some pretty ludicrous damage with Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, and Energy Ball, all for mainly just chip damage. But that is going to be the team. I hope you all enjoy the battle. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would have done differently when it comes to the team, and I will see you at the end of the battle. See you then. Hello everybody, my name is Oro and I'm back for another week of the NBBL. This is the 6th season of the entire thing, and it's my week 2 battle versus Datching. He brought basically exactly what I expected. I think like the only thing that was maybe in like able to be sent out would be like Swampert, which was annoying, but Scovillain was my main threat, so Swampert was maybe not the move either way. Now, I could lead like Chandelure. Chandelure can take an attack from absolutely everything that isn't named Terra, Ghost, Lilligant, and Weavile. I can take a hit from Deoxys, and honestly, like, it's not even the worst idea ever. I could do Zamazenta, because Zamazenta does really, really well, actually. Zamazenta doesn't really... I don't really have a move on Zamazenta to hit Deoxys, though, besides Stone Edge. And I mean, that's 40%, but let's just lead Chandelure. Let's get that in there soon. I think Torkoal could be a lead, but I just don't really want to risk switching Torkoal into something that like can threaten it, which would be like Deoxys, Dialga, obviously. Zapdos can kind of threaten it, and I definitely need the Sun Up in this game. Let's see. Mr. Krabs is the Deoxys. That is a good lead for me in a way. Only way that this thing could kill me would be if it is Choice Specs. That's the only way that this Deoxys can kill my Chandelure in one hit. Even a modest Life Orb Psycho Boost would never be able to kill me. So I can definitely just stay in here and probably just click Shadow Ball. Getting some chip on this would be incredible. Chip at the least. I could click Fire Blast here, but it doesn't ever OHKO. So Shadow Ball is definitely my move. Even if he switches into something like Weavile. Yeah, this could be hypothetically. This could be dead if it is if it isn't Sash. It's definitely Sash though. Yeah. For the most part, that's pretty expected. Now I could swap here. I could go into something like Zamazenta. That would be relatively free substitute. I could kind of see him swapping just to preserve it, but I'm gonna click Fire Blast. Hopefully I hit, I suppose, because if I miss, that is a lot of layers that are up. Okay, we do claim the kill. Now again, he still doesn't really have anything that can kill me in one hit. It would kind of just be Dialga now. I mean, Weavile can, but Weavile does have to risk the Flame Body burn, which I'm not sure if he's going to want to do that. And even that, knockoff isn't actually a guaranteed OHKO. It's 37.5% chance. If he's not Banded or Life Orb or anything like that. Squidward. It's Dialga. I think I'm okay with just clicking Calm Mind once. I get to see if he's going to be like just Draco. Probably is offensive in some way. I could go even Zama. I could just go hard Zama, but don't necessarily want to. A Fire Blast would be good chip. I should always live that. Yeah. That's good chip. I'm okay with that. Very respectful. Very respectful chip. Now I definitely swap here. I don't want to tank any more hits if I can help it. I could go Gardevoir, but maybe not the best idea. Deoxys is dead. Dialga. Honestly, Zama's still okay, but it's not the craziest thing in the world. So I think we can go Zama here. Just deal with the Dragon Pulse and the spikes damage, really. That's kind of it. Now he could click Earth Power, I suppose, if he has it. That's fine. Should do like 20%. Roughly 20. I see no universe where he stays in here. I think only Zapdos has to come out. So I think I might click Substitute here. What do I see? Larry? Skeledirge. Okay. That's frustrating, sure. Like obviously you can kill me here. I think I just go, no, I mean, that is frustrating. Torch Song, I'm assuming always kills me here. It does have a roll to kill me if it's, yeah, it's a roll, on paper. Let's just click Stone Edge to see how much damage I do. I'm sure he has Torch Song. I'd be kind of shocked if he doesn't, but this is good damage. Slightly defensive. And this Torch Song might not be able to kill me. Yeah, it did hit the roll. That is a roll in my favor too, which is frustrating. Assuming he doesn't have any investment into special attack. That Torch Song has a 50% chance. It's like perfectly 50. Nick, you have 323 divided by 4. He's gonna do 80. I could go Candle here, I believe. Yeah, and I think I might. Yeah. I don't believe it's able to kill me. Yeah, we're chilling. Get a powerful Shadow Ball off here. Does force him to pivot. I mean, Weavile can totally come out, but Weavile doesn't eat this attack. It kind of does, actually. I'll do like 25. But who knows? Who knows what it'll do? Can't really go out into really anything else. Zapdos still takes 35. Like, that is a respectable chunk. Respectable chunk, sorry. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to pivot. Do I see Weavile? No, I don't. That's Dialga taking some more chip. Ooh, big crit, too. That's huge. Dialga Origin. How much do you do to Gardevoir with a Flash Cannon? Die. I die. Yeah, I mean, I stayed. I'll click Shadow Ball. Actually, yeah, I'll click Shadow Ball. T-Bolt. Makes sense. Let's go into the moon. We'll click knockoff. I could see Zapdos coming out. Or Lilligant, I suppose. More than likely it will not be Lilligant, though. Zapdos. How much do you take from a knockoff? SpongeBob. That's Zapdos, yeah. No boots for you. Can I click Outrage? I can. I shouldn't, though. How much does... Weavile outspeeds me. That's why I can't. How much does Torkoal take to a Hurricane? Too much. Ever so slightly too much. I can go Gardevoir. I can click Dragon Dance. Like, sure, I don't want to get hit by Hurricane, but it's not like Roaring Moon kind of loses value with ever like the slightest amount of chip. That should never threaten me enough. An Ice Shard will do too much. We'll click Outrage. It's a dead Zapdos. Doesn't matter, I'm Lumberry. It's unfortunate, sure. It doesn't matter. A +1 Outrage will absolutely kill everything he has except for like a Terra Steel Lilligant. Weavile shouldn't be able to kill me unless it's Lorbed or Sashed or something like that. Skeleturgison. Skeleturge is still going to take like 50% from this, which is super huge. Am I dead to that? I am. Luring voice. That is definitely dead. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I kind of just moonblast everything now. Should I terrestrialize? I think I can. Yeah. SCOVILLAIN doesn't need terrestrialization anymore. Do I need to though? On this attack, do I need to? Maybe. Yeah, I'll terrestrialize just to be safe. Because I can't tell if that's below 20%. I don't know when red starts, I suppose, either. It's probably below 20, but that's my max roll anyways, so this is definitely the safer route. He can't go Dialga. He can go Lilligant only if it's Scarfed. Or Terra Steel. But I kind of doubt it's Terra Steel. And either way, I'm going to just click Moonblast again. If it's Terra Steel, I'll stay uncorrected. But any other Terra type, this is a decent chance for me to kill. 99.6 is my minimum roll against a normal Lilligant. So I believe this might be dead. It's very close. That is sashed? That's not sashed? Really? That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I'll need to check his calcs because that is a 93.8% chance to Oko. I don't. He missed. Oh god, I don't think that killed anyways, but yeah, it didn't kill anyways. It might have. It was a decent chance to kill. Yeah. That was definitely hustle. Oh, it like super killed. Never mind. But Torkoal might have. Oh no, that was a game-winning miss. Oh my god. No, it wasn't really. It was close though. It would have been pretty close. That doesn't kill. Wow. I can't believe that. I don't know if that was game winning because I did have my SCOVILLAIN in the back who did tank an Ice Shard still after all the chip that he would have faced. Wow. Wow. Gardevoir, man. I need to check what his role there was, because that was potentially like the most earth-shattering game of all time. Probably not wide lens, so it was probably 80% accuracy there. Wow. Oh my god. I was not confident in this game at all. That was definitely way closer like, that was a weird end game. That was like oddly close, but it wasn't really. That was 3-0. Gardevoir, man, put in the finest. The absolute finest. GG's to Dashing. I am so sorry for that miss. I am so sorry. But I do need to check your calc for the calc for that, because that potentially was a Moonblast hitting the 99.6% roll on your Lilligant, which would have been devastating. GG's to you either way. I'm so sorry. That's all I have to say. I mean, I can't say anything more than that, man. That was rough for the end game there. So GG's to Dashing. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please stick around for week 3, which is coming up next, versus, I believe, I already know who I'm facing. I am facing Mr. Shell next week for week 3, and I hope you guys are all excited to see that. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.